this is count number 1. It's under the RICO Act, U.S. Code 1961, and this is specific to Section 4. Section 4 is an enterprise includes any individual, partnership, corporation, association, or other legal entity, and any union or group of individuals associated in fact, although not a legal entity. And this is how the church wants to claim that the corporation is exactly the same as the religion, when the reality is that the church is using the religious corporation as the legal entity as a front for their criminal operations, as the illegal corporation entity. This is why they cannot be joined. They are two separate situations. One is committing crime, the other is the religion. And so I have a number of counts. This is count number 1. The defendant claims true succession from the 1830 organization. Evidence shows the defendant is not the legally recognized successors in the decision of the Reorganized Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints complainant versus the Church of Christ at Independence, Missouri. That court case determined that the Reorganized Church were the true successors of Joseph Smith's original 1830 church. They tried to get the Temple Mount from that, and they failed. The other church got it instead. But they were successful in being recognized by the United States as the true Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. It occurred to me I can add commentary to this, especially since it's so short. This first count points out that the United States government was able to decide succession for a religious organization. The request for relief that I'm making goes to this first count, where as an other option for the court to decide in regards to request for relief, instead of just giving me a lump sum of money, the other option is to judge for me to take over the church. Such a ruling would be in accordance with this first count, as the United States has previously decided true succession. And so in this particular case, it would not be Joseph's original church succession that the judge would be determining. It would be the succession for the Brighamite branch off. And that would easily be determined by the courts in the United States government, as it has been done previously. And thus I could take over, and obviously I've already done the videos of what I would do if this were to be the case. I would conform it more to the organization that Joseph Smith had started, and getting rid of all the crap that Brigham Young altered it to, and I would stray from there. But this is something for you guys to recognize as a plausible outcome here. When I go in tomorrow and indicate that the judge is in contempt. I thought about doing a video to have appear when I'm going downtown, but that's not needed. I've already explained in other videos. What it's referred to is in regards to failing to respond to a motion, that I am going to go to the clerk tomorrow and ask for an entry of default. That's the legal terminology to be used. And because the motion is for the judges who have failed to respond, the entry of default is on them, and the summary judgment is what it's about, which means case is closed. The judges failed to respond to the motions that pertain to their being compromised by the defendant, the corporation of the president. And so that's it, case closed. And so it, under normal law-abiding conditions, that would be the outcome. I would potentially, as one of the options, be given the keys to the church, literal keys to unlock the doors. They use scanner cards. They may have changed it to fobs, I don't know, but I've seen the dial numbers you can type in as well for that. When I worked for the distribution center, we had a scanner card that plugged us into the timesheets for getting paid. So this is real, guys. This is real. And the crimes that I'm going to be laying out here actually happened to me. And I had the evidence, but the failure to respond of the judges sped this up.